So seventh problem is, if diagonals of a cyclic quadrilateral are diameters of the circle through the vertices of the quadrilateral, prove that it is a rectangle. So it is given that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. That means all the vertices lie on the circumference. It is also given that diagonals are passing through the center of the circle. So let us assume that diagonal AC passes through the center O, and BD also passes through the center O, which means that AC and BD are the diameters. So if they are the diameters, then these angles, angle ADC, angle ABC, they both will be angles in the semicircle. Also, BD is the diagonal, BD is the diameter. So angle A and angle C, they are also angles in the semicircle, which means that all four of these are equal to 90° each. So if all the angles are 90°, then it will be a rectangle. If non-parallel sides of a trapezium are equal, then prove that it is cyclic. First, we will do a construction. We are given that this ABCD is a trapezium, which means that DC and AB are parallel to each other. And AD and BC, that is non-parallel sides, are equal in length. So AD and BC are equal. Now we will do a construction. We will construct two perpendiculars, DL perpendicular to AB and CM perpendicular to AB. Now if you consider these two triangles, that is DAL and CBM, these two triangles, you can prove them congruent by RHS, because right angle in both, hypotenuse is equal, it is already given to you, and DL and CM are equal because they are the heights of a trapezium. So they will be equal. We know that DC and AB are parallel. So between two parallel lines, this distance is constant. That is only the definition of a parallel line. If this distance is not constant, then at some point the lines will intersect. And parallel lines will never intersect. So therefore this distance between them is remaining constant. So DL and CM are equal. So we can prove these two triangles congruent by RHS. So therefore by CPCT we can say that this angle DAL and this angle CBM, they are equal by CPCT. So these two angles we have proved equal, angle A and angle B. Now next is, if you consider AB parallel to CD and if you take AD as a transversal, then these two angles, angle ADC and angle DAL, these two angles are supplementary. So angle A plus D, they add up to 180. But angle A and angle B I have already proved equal previously by proving congruency of triangles. So therefore I can say that this angle D and angle B, they are also supplementary. Similar way I can prove that angle C and angle A are also supplementary. So if opposite sides are supplementary, then ABCD must be a cyclic quadrilateral. In question number 9, two circles intersect at 2 points B and C. So it is a circle which is intersecting at 2 points. B and C are the point of intersection. Now through this point B, two line segments, that is ABD, this one is drawn, and PQB, these two are drawn. To intersect the circles at these points A and D, AD, P and Q, prove that angle ACP is equal to angle QCD. These angles which are marked, you have to prove that they are equal. So first, consider the chord AP. For this chord AP, we know that angles in the same segment are equal. So you can join AP and you can join DQ. Now for this chord AP, angles in the same segment are angle PBA and angle ACP. So they must be equal. So angle ACP and angle PBA, these two angles are equal. Similarly, if you consider the chord DQ, then for this chord also angles in the same segment will be equal. So therefore, you can say that QCD, this angle, and QBD, these two angles are equal. Now PBA and QBD, these two angles are vertically opposite angles because they are formed at the point of intersection of two lines. So these two angles are vertically opposite, so they are equal. So therefore these two also must be equal because this is equal to this angle and this is equal to this angle. So if they are equal, then they also must be equal. So therefore ACP and QCD, they are equal. 10th problem, if circles are drawn taking two sides of a triangle as diameters, then prove that the point of intersection of these circles lie on the third side. So this is one triangle ABD with AB as the diameter. You have drawn one circle, and there's another triangle ADC with AC as the diameter. You have drawn another circle ADB. Now this angle is 90 degree because it is angle in the semicircle. Same way, this angle ADC, this is also 90 degree because this is also angle in the semicircle. So their sum is 180 degree, which means that this BDC is a straight line. So if BDC is a straight line, this point D, this will lie on this side BC. So ABC and ADC are two right triangles with common hypotenuse AC. So taking AC as a common hypotenuse, these two triangles have been drawn. Prove that CAD and CBD are equal. So since we know that angle B and angle D, they are 90 degree. It is given that they are two right triangles, and if AC is the hypotenuse, then the angle that is opposite to the hypotenuse is only 90 degree. So here angle B is opposite to hypotenuse and angle D is opposite to hypotenuse. So angle B and angle D are 90 degree each. Now we can say that since this is an angle in the semicircle, therefore AC must be the diameter of a circle. This is possible only if AC is the diameter of the circle. And since both B and D are equal, AC is the diameter, this must be, these points must be concyclic because angles on the same segment, they are also coming equal. So therefore they must be concyclic points. So you have proved ABCD are concyclic. So therefore angles in the same segment, that is CAD and CBD, must be equal. Prove that a cyclic parallelogram is a rectangle. So it is given that ABCD is a parallelogram, also it is cyclic. So you can apply the property of cyclic quadrilateral in this, that angle D plus B and angle A plus C, opposite angles are supplementary. Now since it is a parallelogram, we also know that opposite angles are equal to each other. So angle A and angle C are also equal and angle A and angle C are also supplementary. So therefore they both must be equal to 90-90 each. Similarly, we can prove that angle D and B are also 90-90 each. So if all angles are 90, then the parallelogram is a rectangle.